I want to tell you about Margaret. When Margaret first walked into my clinic in Sarasota, she was 67 years old, but she looked 85. She was wearing a thick headscarf, not for fashion, but out of deep shame. Her hair wasn't just thinning, it was vanishing in large, painful patches. But that wasn't the worst of it. Margaret was so fatigued she could barely walk from her car to my office. Her family was already scouting nursing homes because she couldn't manage her own stairs anymore. She felt her independence slipping away, and she told me, through tears, "Dear David, I feel like I'm just waiting for the end." The experts told her it was just old age and female pattern baldness. They handed her prescriptions for expensive foams and pills with side effects that made her dizzy. But they missed the truth. Today, Margaret is 69. She doesn't live in a nursing home. She's currently trekking through the Blue Ridge Mountains. And that headscarf, it's gone. She has a thick, silver mane that she's proud to show off. The miracle wasn't a drug. It was a simple, natural method of cellular reconstruction that 97% of doctors overlook because they are trained to treat symptoms, not the soil from which health grows. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how she did it, and how you can too. Before we go any further, I want to know who is with me today. If you are over 50, a busy office worker feeling the burnout, or a mother struggling with postpartum changes, please, stop what you're doing and comment below with your age and the one symptom that worries you most. Is it the hair in the drain? Is it the brittle nails? I read these comments personally. They help me tailor this mission to you. You see, what happened to Margaret, and what might be happening to you, is not a genetic curse. It is a biological starvation. Your hair is the canary in the coal mine. When your body is deficient in 3 specific nutrient cofactors, it decides that hair is a luxury it can no longer afford. It shuts down the production line. I'm going to show you how to turn that factory back on. For those who are new to this channel, I am Dr. David Thompson. I have spent over 30 years in clinical practice, helping thousands of patients reclaim their vitality. My mission is simple: to prove that you can live a healthy, independent, and vibrant life without becoming a prisoner to the pharmaceutical industry. I don't believe in anti-aging. I believe in optimal living. We use hard science and the wisdom of nature to fix the root, not just paint the leaves. Let's do a quick checkup right now. I call this the protein integrity test. Count how many of these 5 symptoms you've experienced in the last 6 months. 1. Hair thinning or a widening part. 2. Ridges on your fingernails or nails that chip easily. 3. Wounds that take forever to heal, like a small scratch that stays red for weeks. 4. Mid-afternoon brain fog, where you lose your train of thought. 5. Loss of muscle tone in your legs, making stairs feel heavier. How many did you count? 1, 3, all 5. Comment your number below. If you have more than 2, your body is likely suffering from follicular atrophy caused by chronic protein malabsorption. Imagine your hair follicles are like tiny plants in a pot. If the soil is dry and lacks minerals, the plant withers. You can spray the leaves all you want, but if you don't feed the roots, the plant dies. We are going to feed your roots. Solution 1. The liquid gold, slow-simmered bone broth. The first solution is something our grandmothers knew, but modern science has finally decoded. It's bone broth, but specifically, the type rich in type 1 and 3 collagen. Take Sarah, a 34-year-old marketing executive who came to me 4 months postpartum. She was losing clumps of hair and her joints ached like she was 80. Within 4 weeks of implementing this liquid gold protocol, her baby hairs started filling in her temples, and her knee pain vanished. Hair is 95% keratin. But to build keratin, your body needs the amino acids proline and glycine. Think of these like the mortar between the bricks of a house. Without this mortar, your hair shaft becomes porous and snaps. Bone broth provides these in a pre-digested form, meaning your aging gut can actually absorb them. A 2015 study published in the Journal of Cosmetic Dermatology found that oral collagen peptide supplementation significantly increased hair thickness and follicle cell proliferation after just 90 days. Practical guide. The recipe: simmer organic beef or chicken bones with a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. This unlocks the minerals for 24 hours. The golden time: drink 1 warm cup every morning on an empty stomach. This primes your digestive tract for the day. Pro tip: always pair it with a source of vitamin C, like a squeeze of lemon, to act as the catalyst for collagen synthesis. Have you ever made your own broth, or do you find the smell too strong? Let me know in the comments. Solution 2: the DHT Shield, organic pumpkin seeds. Next, we have a tiny powerhouse that many dismiss as a snack: pumpkin seeds, pepitas. Robert, a 55-year-old accountant. High stress, thinning at the crown. He was terrified of the side effects of hair growth drugs. We put him on a seed cycling protocol. In 3 months, his barber asked him what he was doing differently because his scalp was no longer visible through his hair. In men and many women over 50, a hormone called DHT, dihydrotestosterone, acts like a strangler vine around the hair follicle. It shrinks the follicle until it can no longer produce hair. Pumpkin seeds contain delta-7 sterols, which act like internal sunglasses for your follicles, blocking the harsh effects of DHT. A landmark study in Evidence-Based Complementary and Alternative Medicine, 2014, showed that men who took pumpkin seed oil experienced a 40% increase in hair count compared to only 10% in the placebo group. Practical guide. Dosage: 2 tablespoons of raw, unsalted pumpkin seeds daily. The golden time: mid-afternoon. This is when your cortisol, stress hormone, peaks, and the magnesium in the seeds help stabilize your system. Don't buy the roasted and salted versions. The high heat destroys the delicate fatty acids. Do you like the taste of pumpkin seeds? I find they go great on a salad. Solution 3: the oxygen pump, wild-caught sockeye salmon. Our third protein is the king of the ocean, wild-caught salmon. Linda, 68, from Seattle. She had parched hair, dry, brittle, and lifeless. She thought she needed a better conditioner. I told her she needed internal hydration. Your scalp is the furthest point from your heart. It's hard to get blood up there. Salmon is rich in omega-3 fatty acids and astaxanthin. These work like lubricant for your vascular system, reducing inflammation and ensuring that the protein you eat actually reaches the scalp. I call it the internal irrigation system. The Journal of Food Science, 2018, highlighted that the specific proteins in fatty fish improve the anagen growth phase of the hair cycle by stimulating the vascular endothelial growth factor. Practical guide. Dosage: 4 to 6 ounces, 3 times a week. The golden time: dinner. The healthy fats support hormone production while you sleep. Note: it must be wild-caught. Farmed salmon is often deficient in the very minerals we need and can contain inflammatory toxins. Is wild salmon easy to find in your local market, or is it too expensive? I have a tip for canned wild salmon if you're interested. Solution 4: the iron engine, sprouted lentils. Finally, for my plant-based friends or those looking to reduce red meat, sprouted lentils. Emma, a postmenopausal woman who was constantly cold and losing hair by the handful. Her ferritin, stored iron, levels were bottomed out. She didn't want iron pills because they upset her stomach. We used sprouted lentils. In 6 weeks, her energy doubled and her hair shedding stopped. Lentils are a dual-threat protein. They provide the amino acids, lysine, and the non-heme iron required for hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is the delivery truck that carries oxygen to your hair follicles. If the truck is empty, the follicle goes into hibernation. Research in the Journal of Clinical and Aesthetic Dermatology, 2018, confirmed that iron deficiency is the most common nutritional cause of hair loss in non-menopausal women. Practical guide. Preparation: you must sprout them, soak until a tiny tail appears. This neutralizes anti-nutrients, like phytic acid, that usually block mineral absorption. The golden time, lunchtime, paired with a red bell pepper or tomatoes. The vitamin C in the vegetables unlocks the iron in the lentils. Note: avoid drinking tea or coffee within an hour of eating these, as the tannins block iron absorption. Have you ever tried sprouting your own seeds or lentils? It's like having a mini garden on your counter. To summarize, your hair isn't falling out because you're old. It's falling out because it's starving. By integrating bone broth for structure, pumpkin seeds for protection, salmon for circulation, and sprouted lentils for oxygen, you are giving your body the raw materials it needs to thrive. My final advice is this: be patient. Hair takes time to grow, about half an inch a month. Give this protocol 90 days. Your body didn't become depleted overnight, and it won't heal overnight. But it will heal. If you found this helpful and want to join our community of thousands who are choosing health over medication, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. Our next video is going to be on the 3 morning drinks that kill inflammation, and you won't want to miss it. I'm Dr. David Thompson. Stay vibrant, stay independent, and I'll see you in the next video.